Welcome back this afternoon. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. You can email them to tips@channel3000.com. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for braving the weather.
Oh, it's so cold out. Oh.
It's brutal. You didn't even bring a plant today because it's so cold.
I didn't bring a plant today. The good news is, though, that we have the super cold weather, but we have snow on the ground.
Snow cover, finally.
So that's awesome for plants. Snow is the best insulator for plants. You think that it's keeping the cold in, but it's really not. It's fluffy and it traps air in there. And it's good for things that are planted and also good for the parts above ground. One thing to watch, if you've got like broadleaf evergreens like rhododendron or boxwood, and you notice that the leaves are curling up, we call that quilling. They're just minimizing the surface area where to stop some respiration. When it warms up, they'll flatten back out again.
Oh, interesting.
I know.
No, it's just like, it's nice. Obviously, there's positives with the snow, but it also looks good. I always say if it's going to be cold,
it's got to be pretty,
we
right?
might as well have the snow. It just brightens things up a little bit.
It does.
Instead of the brown blah out there, all the mud from when we got the 50s. Just think it was 50-some degrees a week ago today. Remember
I know, it was
days?
crazy. I was in Atlanta last week and it was warm and then cold, and it was so funny, it was 38. They said it was too dangerous to walk your dog.
Oh boy, come to Wisconsin. All right, well, hey, we've got one question in so far. We're going to start with Jean. Jean got a poinsettia in late November, and now she says it's dropping leaves. Is it normal, or is she overwatering, underwatering? The plant is fertilized.
Okay, so let's just talk about general poinsettia care. They're from Mexico, so they like a warm space. They also like very bright light, and they like to dry between waterings. If Jane got her poinsettia and it was in a sort of a decorative foil container, and she isn't taking it out of that when she waters it, there's a good chance that water has accumulated in there and it's causing the plant to be overwatered. So let it dry between waterings, take that off, put it in a plate, or take that out of there and then water it, and then when it drains through, put it back. And then, like I said, check the temperature and the light. Poinsettias shouldn't be browning right now. They usually last quite a long time. And I would add, too, that you don't need to fertilize it at this time.
All right.
So just, it's probably a watering issue. Or cold.
I feel like, well, yeah, one of those two. You know, I always applaud people for keeping their Christmas plants going. Like, I heard somebody had their Christmas tree that was still alive, and I was like, wow, we're almost to the end of January. But if you take care of something.
We always hear about people, they'll call and they'll say they have a Christmas cactus, and it's 40 years old. And how did they do that? So Christmas cactus are a lot like poinsettias. They are in the succulent family. They, however, like it to be a little chillier. They don't like really warm weather. So again, you want to let it dry between waterings. Make sure it's in bright light. But if you have a colder spot in your house, or you keep your house a little cooler, that's a really good plant to have. Another one that we got at Christmas time would be amaryllis. You know, with those big showy stalks with those giant, really exotic flowers. Those, you want to cut the flower stalks back as soon as they're done flowering, and then you want to keep the leaves alive. So let the surface dry between waterings, but keep those leaves going, and then bright light. And then once we get to past Groundhog's Day, then you can start fertilizing your plants again.
Right.
So you want to do that when the days are noticeably getting longer.
All right, Lisa. Well, thank you. Jean was the only question today. People are quiet here for the holiday.
They're all celebrating MLK Day.
And they're stuck at home in the cold. Let's get to